Join me here on stage for our question and answer. Please join me as we welcome BLC's CEO and Head Ophthalmologist, Dr. Chance Heredia. BLC's Medical Director, Dr. Paul Chan. And BLC's General Manager, Sir Carlos Serafin Sanchez.
Are you guys hungry?
Before we start the Q&A, gentlemen, we'd like to ask from you a short or very quick introduction or message for our guests here.
You guys start.
Yes, sir. Yes, Doc.
So he was preparing my speech, but then just printed out. I left it over there. I'm going to speak from my heart. So I'd like to tell you a story. Okay? During the pandemic, we had to close down one of our branches. I mean, we were all affected during the pandemic, right? And what kept us afloat was this 10-minute procedure called LASIK. So we were doing LASIK for a few patients during the pandemic, and it was paying for employees, giving us a little professional fees. It kept us afloat. And after the pandemic, when slowly the lockdown started, letting down, it was the one we knew that LASIK was our direction for the future. And it became so big, and we started branching out, and we branched out in Davao. And after Davao, which was a very big success, I'd like to acknowledge our staff from Davao, our manager from Davao, Dr. Kim. He is our model manager. Very successful Davao. It's been 2 years already since we started in Davao. And then we decided to launch our next branch. And what's very special about Iloilo is that the laser that did my eyes 3 years ago and did the eyes of so many people here, like my wife, my daughters, the same laser that we started with and we invested in is the one that's here at Iloilo. So the sentimental value of that laser is really, really big. And it's the third laser. It's probably, for me, I'm very close to that laser. So because I've been through other laser machines and it never worked. It always broke down. I never became successful. This is about our fourth venture and finally became very, very successful. So how amazing is this 10-minute procedure called LASIK, right? It has helped so many people, and you heard it. So we'll continue to help a lot of Ilonggos, not just in Visayas. We're opening our fourth branch in Cagayan de Oro by the end of the year. So hopefully with your prayers, with your support, we continue to offer this amazing procedure called LASIK to the rest of our countrymen. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chance. Yes, Dr.
Yeah, we just want to thank you guys for coming and supporting us. We're here in Iloilo to really serve the somewhat underserved market because whatever technology that we have is world class and it's within reach here in Iloilo. So thank you.
Sir Carlos.
So just to add to what Dr. Ches said, it's always a dream for an ophthalmologist to practice cutting-edge ophthalmology or world-class ophthalmology. And here for us in Iloilo, it's been a dream to have this LASIK center. But of course, the investment is so huge that it remains to be a dream for a long time until Ches talked to me and brought to me the idea of why don't we set up a LASIK center here in Iloilo. And then pandemic came. So for a while, that plan was put in the back burner. But eventually, after the pandemic was about to end, we again talked and we pursued this idea. So I'm very thankful, together with other ophthalmologists here in the city, that now we have this cutting edge technology of LASIK, and now we can do and we can help so many Ilonggos here, not only in the city of Iloilo, but for the rest of the Panay Island, as well as for the entire Western Visayas area. So now you don't have to go to Manila or go to Cebu to to have your LASIK surgery. Now we can have it here in Iloilo City. And we have one of the most advanced technology in the entire, world, not only in the entire country. So again, thank you to Borough Lasik Center for making this dream happen.
Thank you so much, Doc Chaz, Doc Paul, and Sir Carlo. You mentioned that it's a dream coming to reality, and I believe a lot of Ilonggos also are thinking that there's already a LASIK center here, so their dreams are about to become a reality as well. Okay, so now I will open the floor for questions coming from our media and blogger partners. So if you have any questions, kindly approach the microphone or feel free to get the microphone from our staff. Yes, Miss Pearl.
Good morning, I'm Pearl of the Philippine News Agency. I only have two questions. One question is, why in Iloilo? We learned this morning that that's the first in the Visayas, the first batch in the Visayas. Why in Iloilo? Marami ba yung may mga problema sa mata dito compared with other provinces in the Visayas?
Would you like to address your question, Ms. Pearl, to Dr. Chef?
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you for the question. It's always a story. There's always a story to something. And our story started when we were co-residents with Dr. Chan. He was my senior. He was my chief resident way back 2002, and when we finished in 2000. And when I ventured into LASIK, when I started doing LASIK in 2004, he would always send me LASIK patients from here because he's a pediatric ophthalmologist. And of course, the technology was at Heredia. So he would send me regularly patients from Iloilo would come to Manila for their LASIK. And every time I told him, I sent back these patients to him and he would follow up and they're so happy. I always ended the conversation with, one of these days we'll set up one. You know? I mean, it's a dream, right? It's no harm dreaming, right? So, and then, it slowly became a reality and it took some time through the pandemic. And I believe it's in God's time. And we had the best space right beside his eye center. Can you imagine? It was available. So a lot of signs leading up to really deciding. It was an easy decision to come to Iloilo. And it's a beautiful city. The people are so warm. I also have Ilonggo blood. My father is from Silay. So it's really a very, very easy decision to come to Iloilo and set up our third branch or second branch.
Okay, last question from my end. Can you explain to us what is LASIK and how does it work? Kasi parang napakabago siya, no? Para maintindihan naman ng mga common tao and yung hindi pa nakarinig ng LASIK.
Siguro, Dr. Paul, explain. In the vernacular.
Sige, so Ilonggo ta para maintindihan sa kanal. So, ang LASIK actually is an acronym, no? So, it stands for Laser-Assisted In Situ Keratominosis, no? So, ang technology nga niya has been with us for a long time. It's been around for more than 20, 30 years, no? Pero, fortunately or unfortunately, dugay siya nakalabot sa ating lugar, no? So, LASIK actually simply means that it corrects our nearsightedness, farsightedness, and astigmatism through the use of a special laser. No? Ang ginaubra sa isang laser nga ni is it actually changes the contour. No? Ginaisla niya ang shape sa aton nga pinakasagwa nga covering sa aton nga eye, no? Which is called the cornea. So with that, eventually, once the laser is done, ang matabo, makorek na din ang imo nga grado, no, or ang grade nimo. So, meaning you don't need to wear glasses anymore. And the benefit usually is for a lifetime, no? So, it's not temporary, kumbaga, permanent siya, long-lasting, no? So, amo na siyang LASIK in simple terms.
Yes. Si Dr. Paul Chan was one of the first who had LASIK in St. Luke's when we were residents. He was nearsighted. And, the first patients were residents, correct? I think Jerome was the one who did Dr. Chan's eyes.
Ruben.
And then later on he became farsighted, and he was wearing glasses and he could not read anymore because we were getting younger, right? So we needed reading glasses. And when we brought the laser, after doing a few patients in January, or was it February? It was. So I opened the idea up to him. Why don't we do another laser treatment for your eyes so that you won't need glasses? So because you're offering LASIK as a surgeon, and then you're wearing glasses like Dr. Sarmiento. So better, So there was always that question by my patient: how come you are wearing glasses, doctor? And then we have all sorts of excuses. Sometimes we don't even answer the question of the patient. But I myself underwent the laser procedure. My surgeon was Dr. Sarmiento. And that was 3 years ago. That same laser that is in Iloilo now, when it was in MOA, did my PRQ. And I'm not wearing glasses already for far and near. So I'm 51, although I don't look it with my glasses. But it's truly amazing. And Paul was, he trusted me. He lay down under that laser, and I lifted that flap again after 20 years. And did the treatment. Now he's happy and smiling without wearing glasses. So it's a medical procedure. It's actually a major surgery of the eye, but it takes 8-10 minutes, and the results is truly amazing. It's the number one. It's the most performed laser surgery in the whole wide world. Thousands and thousands of eyes every single day, and now it's here in Iloilo, and Ilonggos will definitely benefit from it.
Thank you so much, Doc Ches and Doc Paul. You mentioned 8 to 10 minutes procedure, Doc.
Yes.
Wow, and the benefit is for a lifetime.
Lifetime.
You have it. So, do you have any other questions from the floor? Yes, you have a hand there. Thank you.
Hello. Good morning. I'm Lindsay from Borough Iloilo. My question, being the first and only LASIK refractive surgery in Panay, what are your plans to attract more Ilonggos?
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we are planning is to have some roadshows also going around different parts of the provinces in Western Visayas. So that's one of the things that is in the pipeline. And like what you guys are here for also, I mean, we are very thankful that you can spread the word, that we are open already and servicing the different Ilonggos and different people that would need refractive surgery. And apart from that, of course, we have our online channels as well. We have our Facebook, we have our Instagram, and all these channels for you to follow, and all the news and updates for the clinic will be posted there as well. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sir Carlo.
Thank
I have a
you.
question
Yes.
for ma'am. How high is your grade? How mataas yung grade?
Yes, it's very high po.
I can see very clearly.
675 for both months.
Again?
675.
Yeah.
Magpa-assess na daw, Miss Lindsay.
Come to the clinic for a quick eye screening, and we're the only clinic that does same day LASIK, by the way. So the others would send back their patients back and forth before scheduling. So we're proud to be proprietary, the only clinic that is starting to do same day surgery. So come to the clinic, ma'am.
Sige po,
See what
after
we
po
can
nito.
do.
Agad. Thank you so much, Ms.
Thank
Lindsay.
you.
Any other questions, please?
Comment.
Comment. Do you have a comment? Yes, Doc.
My mentor, Dr. Sarmiento.
Comment lang, no? Dr. Ches did, it was mentioned in the Facebook interview, di ba, Paul, about the ICL. Yes. Can you just comment on that, please?
Comment. Doc Paul. Go ahead.
Kasi wala pang ganito eh.
Okay, so ICL is another refractive procedure, no, beyond LASIK or PRK. So if, like for example, the patient is not a good candidate to undergo LASIK or PRK because the grade is way too high, beyond the capacity of the laser, then we would offer ICL, no? That's intracolumnar contact lens implantation inside the eye. So usually we refer patients to Dr. Chess because he's one of the best surgeons who can perform that procedure. So, like example, if your grade is more than 1,000, 1,005, then don't lose heart because even if you're not a good candidate for LASIK or PRK, there is still an option for you, and that is ICL implantation. So maybe Dr. Chess would like to add.
We just performed our first ICL here in Iloilo, I think just the other month. So the first ICL implantation in our center, I think the grade was 1,600. Yeah, so I think she's very, very happy. And she's seeing 2020 without glasses. So again, as mentioned by Dr. Chan, there are many other, it's not just LASIK, there's ICL, there's a new thing now we call lenticle extraction. So we are abreast with what the advances in technology in the world. We're going to Vienna for our annual European Congress, so every year we're there. So we can educate and update ourselves with what is the latest in the world. So it's a very, very good technology, but a lot of exciting stuff coming up in the future regarding our refractive surgery.
One more comment.
Yes,
May Mr. Commenter.
Kasi walang medical commenter. So,
Sige, Doc, no
I
problem.
don't want to steal the show because this is not my show.
Join them.
Anyway, for those who are older, now this is my term because I was watching Bianca's YouTube, may isang comment doon foreigner no? It seems to be an oxymoron here that the staff is wearing glasses. But he didn't watch the whole YouTube video. But I did mention I had laser eye surgery in 1996. That's how old I am. So, for the older... So, for the older people who don't qualify for laser eye surgery, we also have refractive lens exchange. So ano yun? Dr. Jess will comment on that.
Please expound further, Dr. Chen.
Yeah, if you're in that age range of about, a lot of inquiries are already 55, 60, can you still have LASIK? And we check and there's starting cataract, the lens has lost its function, we call it dysfunctional lens. So we'd rather just remove the lens and put an implant. And the implants now give you the same result, far and near vision with no glasses. And we've done a few here, special mention, Dr. Ricky Aranza-Mendez. Lens replacement.
Disclaimer, I am not 55 years old.
No, you can have it young. He's still an option. So he had it when he was 49. So we sedated him.
Way back then.
So same result, right? She's no longer using glasses for far and near. But his golf is not getting any better. I'm
We
sorry.
have a follow-up question.
Yeah, that's more permanent. So you won't develop cataracts anymore because we have removed the lens material. My brother, yes, also had his lens replacement. Yeah, he had a choice for LASIK or lens replacement, and then he said, I'd rather go for lens replacement. And he's seeing 20/20 and reading like with no glasses, no reading glasses. His golf game improved. And now we have a laser that assists the surgeon in doing the first 3 steps of the surgery. So the laser is in Mall of Asia, but we are planning to bring that technology here in Iloilo in our branches. So we don't, all branches are equally in the technology, have the same technology across all the branches in the future. So we're working on that. So thank you, Dr. Sarmiento, for your
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Sarmiento.
I just wanted to clarify because they've been bugging me to have the same procedure in my eye. Sabi ko, paano gagawa ng mga mga ibang procedure if I cannot see. You know, they bombard me with a lot of cases and I need to recover too. So anyway, Secretary Mel is not here yet. He was our patient too. So he opted for refractive lens exchange and now he sees well without glasses, distance, little and near. Of course, like any technology, the lens keeps on changing. At that time, he had one brand, but now there's a couple. So with Borough Lasik Center, we offer all, except we don't do glaucoma. But in Iloilo, we have a medical retina. Dr. Chris Tui is our staff. He's he do everything from the front to the back of your eye. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc and Doc Chaz.
Yeah, that will be the day when Dr. Jerome Sarmiento decides to have his lens replacement soon.
We look forward to that.
We will let you know when that is.
So we're hearing a lot of great news here today, especially when it comes to eye health or vision health. And yeah, we're really looking forward, especially with the advanced technology that you have with Borough Lasik Center. I know Ilonggos are excited to experience and to get back their perfect vision. Now, okay, we're going to accommodate 3 more questions from our guests.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. I'm RJ Castor from Daily Guardian. So it's a 10 minutes procedure, and the benefit is lifetime. So I think it's right to ask the question, how much does it cost? Kagina sa tour, patients can opt na only one eye can undergo surgery. How about in 2 eyes? Does it differ sa one eye, or like it's the same price?
Thank you for that question. Yes, Sir Paolo.
For the number of eyes, I think that would be depending on the comprehensive screening that the doctor would. Yeah. So sorry. So yeah. In terms of the pricing, we're normally at 80,000 pesos. But since we are introducing our launch and official launch today, we're introducing a 55,000 promo. For the service, and it's 2 eyes only. So this is the lowest that we can go. Launch price.
Only until today, 55,000.
So make sure to visit the clinic today.
Yeah, it's about 60, 65. But we have another technology we call femtolacing, which we promised to bring here to Iloilo. That's about 85, 90. So, but here in Iloilo, it's about 66. But now it's with the launch program, it's 55,000, both times.
So just to clarify, just for today.
No. It's until the end of the month. Until
The end of the month. That's really good to hear.
So just register. Joy is here, our manager for Iloilo. So just contact Joy for increase as well.
Yeah, thank you. Follow-up question. You mentioned Femto, which is now in the your center in Manila. How is that different from that of the equipment here?
Normally, in the past few years, we would use a keratome. We call it a keratome, which uses a very specific blade that is only used once per eye, and it works. I've been using it for almost 20 years, and if you do a perfect blade LASIK compared to a femto LASIK, more or less the results are basically the same. But then a lot of people are afraid of when you say blade, right? I mean, is there a cut or is there? So they developed a femtosecond laser, another laser that does the flap in a laser way without blade, so it's bladeless. And we invested in the laser in Mall of Asia, and we have been converting almost 95% of our patients. If you mention and give them an option, blade versus bladeless, they would most likely go for the bladeless. So we hope to have that technology also available here in Iloilo very, very soon, so that they have a choice between blade or bladeless. But again, perfect blade or perfect bladeless, the results are basically long-term the same.
But the procedure, Doc, how long does it take?
More or less the same.
The same,
Yeah.
okay.
More or less the same. So we, Paul, any comments?
So regarding femtosecond as well as compared to the traditional LASIK, no, with the keratome, as what Chess mentioned, as what Dr. Chess mentioned, the result long term is basically the same. So even in the entire world, there are still a lot of centers using this keratome. So we are not different from them. But again, thanks to Borough Lasik Center, soon we'll have that technology available in Iloilo, the femtosecond one. So patients will have more options, what procedure they would want to undergo.
Thank you so much, Doc Ches and Doc Paul. Thank you also for the question. Yes, we can accommodate 2 more questions for the Q&A.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm Bing Cobion of Radio Pilipinas. And all the questions I have in mind has been asked anyway. Sa patients, ano yung process? Bali, walk-ins lang ba? Or they have to reserve time for your clinic?
For the patients, you can actually walk in, no? Because our clinic is open from 10 a.m. all hours until 9 in the evening from Mondays to Sundays. So you can actually walk in. When you walk in, we will do a suitability test to just, in a way, screen if you are kind of a good candidate to undergo LASIK. After which, you will undergo a comprehensive screening together with our optometrist in the person of Dr. Hakim, and we also have one from Bacolod, Dr. Latif. So they will conduct all these tests that will, in a way, make sure that you are a suitable candidate to undergo LASIK. After which, as what Dr. Ches earlier mentioned, if we did your comprehensive screening on the same day that we have the surgeries, then you can undergo same-day surgery. If you have the comprehensive screening before our surgery day, then you will have to wait for a few days before you can undergo the surgery.
Follow-up lang, sir. The patient would be aged from what age? From being qualified to
Usually, it's approved from age 18 and up. No? But in, like, as what I've mentioned yesterday in our interview, no, even for pediatric patients, there are certain indications wherein they can undergo this LASIK procedure. For example, if one grade of one eye is way too high compared to the other eye, then it's an indication for these children to undergo LASIK. So in North America and even in Europe, they've been doing this for a long time. So, but 18 and up for those with regular nearsightedness, farsightedness, and things like this.
Dr. Ches would like to add.
My youngest patient is 14 years old, and she happens to be here. My youngest daughter, Eva. So we have 5 kids. I did the laser of all 5 because they were myopic, astigmatism, and she was the last. And I told her, you have to be 18 years old, and she was insisting, can I have it for my birthday? So she didn't forget. I mean, when she turned 14 in 2020, she said, Dad, I'm already, it's my birthday. So January, that's the next year, she was so brave. I mean, imagine undergone LASIK, under the laser, with all that, and now she's very happy, she's playing golf. She had like 500 with astigmatism of 250, so both eyes. So she was planning, I would take her to Sunny's to buy contact lenses and all those different frames. So she's very happy, and she's my youngest patient. I'm proud to be doing LASIK on my kids, on myself, my wife, so all that. All the cousins have done LASIK on me. So yeah. Pero in other patients, it's minimum 80 years.
Thank you so much, Doc Paul and Doc Ches. Truly, that's the perfect gift. No? You have the perfect vision on your birthday. Okay, last question, please, Sir Manny.
Good morning. Malaking bagay po itong Borough Lasik Center, bringing it to Iloilo. At a lot of times, nakakalimutan natin mga eyeglasses natin or nababasag. So, it's good. My question is, there are other options for curing refractive errors besides laser. And I mean, bakit LASIK ang i-choose ko, no? O, among other options? Bakit? Mas magaling ito.
It really depends on the age of the patient, and we mentioned kung masyado mataas po, and also, also the refractive error. So, if you come to the clinic and we do the initial tests, then we recommend what is best for you. So if it's BRK, LASIK, ICL, but you know what? In about 90 to 95% of the time, it's LASIK that is the preferred option for you. So, and in our clinics, in our branches, it is the 95% of our surgeries are LASIK. The others are cataract, BRK. So really, LASIK is the most popular procedure for anyone who wants to be glasses free. Even at the age of 50, we have a Presby Max treatment that gives back the near vision. So our patients who are in that age range of 45 to 55 can enjoy glasses-free vision without the need for reading glasses. So may mga age groups that we can address as well.
Okay, next question. I would expect a lot of senior citizens are watching. So, and most of your patients probably will be senior citizens, most, or probably ages 50 up, not like that. So, I don't know if we can consider, you will be considering still, no? Besides the promotional offer, are you still entertaining the 20% discount for the senior citizens, or for the benefit of the senior citizens? On your promotional rate, or please answer.
Yung mga seniors po kasi at 60 when they're seniors, then we discourage having LASIK already. So we mentioned earlier about lens replacement or cataract surgery. So that's most likely what we can offer to them. And pag cataract, it's covered by insurance, covered by PhilHealth. So iba na ho yung how we package it kapag lens replacement or cataract. And we have here one of our best cataract surgeons in Iloilo, Dr. Chan. Any comments on that?
About me being one of the best, no? Just to add to what Chess mentioned earlier, no? Why would you choose LASIK? Number one, it's a very safe procedure. Actually, the safest surgical procedure in medicine, no? With a success rate of almost 100%. So that's one reason why you should choose LASIK over the other refractive procedures available. No? And of course, the effect is long-term. Now, regarding your question about cataract surgery, of course, as what Dr. Chess mentioned, usually if you're already a senior, chances are you'll already have cataract. No? That's a natural degenerative process when you get older. Your lens becomes opaque, and then that will cause, of course, blurriness in your vision. So when that happens, as what Dr. Chess mentioned, we don't offer LASIK for those patients anymore. We offer cataract surgery. We remove the lens, we put in a lens implant. There are so many different lenses available in the market. You have monofocal, you have premium lenses called multifocal lenses that will serve your vision both for distance and near. So you have a lot of options. And the price point actually also varies depending on your choice of the lenses available in the market.
Thank you very much, and all the best for Borough Lasik Center.
Thank you, Sir Manny, and of course to everyone who shared or asked their question. Thank you so much. At least now we have a clearer view of the plans and goals of Borough Lasik Center here in Iloilo City. Can we give our panel a big round of applause, please? BLC CEO and Head Ophthalmologist, Dr. Chen Heredia, BLC's Medical Director, Dr. Paul Chan, and of course BLC's General Manager, Sir Carlos Serafin Sanchez. At this point in time, we'd like to end today's program I would like to request Borough Lasik Center Iloilo's Medical Director, Dr. Paul Chan, for his message.
Kanta na lang daw.
Hindi, si Jerome muna kakanta bago ako. Mas magaling boses niya.
Genie.
So again, good morning everyone. In behalf of the Borough Lasik Center Iloilo, I would like to thank all our esteemed guests who attended our official launch today. Earlier we had Secretary Mel Sarmiento. We also had Mayor Jerry Treñas. Of course, my very good friend here and competitor, Dr. Felix Villa, the CEO of the Medical City. But we can of course collaborate. Borough Lasik Center, Medical City. They are better. Thank you for taking time out to attend despite your hectic schedule and joining us this morning. So to our colleagues in the practice of eye care, our fellow ophthalmologists, as well as our optometrists, our friends from the media, and of course our staff from Borough, Mall of Asia, and Davao, thank you very much for supporting us in our official launching today. Of course, this event will not happen if not for our corporate officers, led by our CEO, Dr. Heredia, for making all this possible. So our heartfelt thanks. Iloilo and the entire Western Visayas region is very blessed that we now have in our area the presence of Borough Lasik Center, who is leading the way in bringing cutting-edge eye care to the rest of the country. So more branches in the future. Not just now.
Oh yes, definitely.
Let us take advantage of this privilege, for this will definitely benefit our fellow Ilonggos who need advanced eye care. Again, thank you very much for coming, and we hope to see you in our Borough Lasik Center, where vision is better than 2020. So good morning once again, and let us enjoy our lunch. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc Paul, Doc Chaz, and Sir Carlo. At this point in time, we'll be having a photo opportunity together with our executives here on